everyone, hello, welcome back, or if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. I'm T, and this is my YouTube channel, Crumpsy and Sewing. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a really small pattern haul as well as my plans for June. So a lot of these plans include things that I have already mentioned in a previous video, and I talked about what I've been sewing a little bit ago. And if you want to watch that video, go ahead and click the link in the description box below. It'll take you over to some of the things that I am also sewing that may not be mentioned in this video today. So let's go ahead and start off with some of the patterns that I just recently purchased. So this first one is the Simplicity S9782. And when I did my review, I thought this is something that I actually would get. It is not different, but I don't have anything like this in my stash. So I do have a top that has the silhouette, but it doesn't have the button placket in the center front. And if I don't want to go through the hassle of just modifying and doing all that stuff, this will be a good pattern for me to sew, which I think is really fun. It's simple, cute, have a little, flounce sleeve for view with that C, which I think would be really cute for me. And I was thinking about maybe cropping this and putting an elastic band in the lower section of the crop there. So that's why I purchased this pattern here. I also picked up this pattern, the Simplicity S9786, which is an easy to sew skirt that has a front button on it. Now, I thought it was a button band when I did the review, but it's actually a loop closures, and also you have your button detail, but you have a loop, so you don't have to do anything in the way of sewing button holes onto your garment, which is going to be very easy for beginners and advanced beginners. Now, I would actually do view A just simply because I think the high-low skirt is not very trendy right now, and so I would go with view A, a regular skirt, and it would be really perfect for summer for fabrics like cotton lawns or your lightweight cottons and those types of fabrics. And so I thought about that for summer. Don't know if I'll get to it. I picked up this pattern here, the Simplicity S9561. It's an older pattern, and I picked this pattern up because it has shorts in this pattern here, and I want to make my son a pair of shorts for the summer, and I think these little cargo style pants would be really cute for him. So that's why I picked that one up. This one here is, it looks unisex to me. However, it is supposed to be for girls. It's labeled as girls shirt, dress, and shirts and hat. I think I would be able to get my son to wear this. It's just a regular button shirt. It looks very unisex to me, and he's outgrowing some of the shirt patterns that I have for him, which is, this is one of my go-to patterns for him, and as you can see, it goes up to a size 8. He's in a size 8 right now, and so I need a new pattern for him. And as you know, a lot of these patterns like this, they don't have them in the children's. Like, they have them in the toddlers, but they don't have them in like the children's, the bigger children's as much, especially like now. Like, they have some older patterns, but they don't have newer patterns that they are producing and restocking right now. And so I decided to get this one for my son. The only difference really between girls and boys shirts like this is where you choose to put the buttons. If you put the buttonholes and the buttons on the left or the right, it's supposed to determine whether it's for girls or boys, and that's really easy to do. So I decided to get this, and it doesn't look like it has like a slim cut silhouette for girls, so that's why I decided to get this. And so that would be the pattern that I use for him in the future. I picked up this pattern here, which is the Butterick B6930, and I told you all I would get this if I didn't get the Vogue pattern. I'm still on the fence. I still might go back and get the Vogue pattern and kind of compare the two, open up the tissue paper and see what the difference are, or the instructions to see what the differences are, and then choose based on that. Vogue is still on sale as of the making of this video, but when you see this, it probably won't be on sale. But I am going to probably go back today and get the Vogue pattern and see if the Vogue pattern is more favorable for me. But I really like this pair of slacks here. They are a looser fit, and so that's why I got these. I do have some slacks, a slack pattern, but I think the shorts that I have are a little bit more tapered and more fitted, and I wanted something a little bit more looser, and so that's why I got this here. I picked up this pattern. I think I showed this in my last haul, but this is something that I'm currently working on. It's the Simplicity S9758, and this will go into my plans. I think that's all. Yeah, those are all the patterns that I have picked up that are new. And so let's go ahead and talk about my plans for these patterns. So for this pattern here, I do have a plan. Now these patterns, this is the only pattern that I actually want to make like immediately, which would be the short pattern here, so that I can have some shorts for the summer. But I love this abstract print. It is a burgundy fabric that's a viscose fabric, and you have these abstract designs on top, on the face of the fabric, which is kind of like a tannish color, those abstract designs there. So I definitely want to make my husband a top, and like I said, my plans include matching sets for the family, for myself, my husband, and my son. And for my son, I'm going to make this top here, view C, which is the shorter version, the shorter sleeve version here. So I'll make the short sleeve for my husband and the short sleeve for my son. And then I also have some fabric left that I can make myself something, and I am just at a loss as to what I want to do. I thought about making a pair of slacks with the Simplicity, oh, I can't remember the number, but it's my favorite slack pattern, and I thought about making either a slack or a wrap top. It's just a very different fabric choice that I would choose for myself. So I'm having a really hard time deciding on what type of garment I can make for myself, just simply because this isn't the style of choice that I would normally choose for myself. But because I'm making matching sets, I am wanting to pair with the family, and so I'm trying to figure out something that I can actually use to include myself into that matching set ensemble that I'm trying to create for my family. So if you have any ideas on what I can do for myself, leave those pattern names and numbers in the comment section below. So I also want to make something with this beautiful shirt fabric here. Now, I know what I'm going to make for myself with this, and it is the Deer and Doe Mayo Distressed pattern, which I absolutely adore. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you the two variations that I have made several years ago with this pattern that I absolutely adore. I haven't gotten a whole lot of wear out of those two because they are cotton fabrics that are a little bit on the stiff side, and I don't really like wearing cotton a lot. And so I decided to get this cotton shirting viscose fabric. So it is more sleekier, it's drapier, it mimics a viscose fabric even though it's cotton because it's a blend. And so I am definitely going to get wear out of this. And the print I just absolutely love. It's my favorite color, blue, love blue. And so I am excited to make that for myself. And then I'm going to make my son the top again, which is view C, and I'm going to make my husband the top of view B here, which is the shorter sleeve top of the Norris Donta Ford Simplicity S9740 or 58. So those are my plans for this fabric here. Now for the third shirt that I want to make for my family, I want to use this fabric here. So I already created a set out of the Soraro pattern here by 5 Day Pattern Company for the top and the pants for myself. So that is already done. I just haven't gotten around to doing the pattern review for it because I'm in the process of still making several sets. So Stay tuned. You will see it because we will be wearing this set this summer. So you will see it soon. It's just I'm still in the process of making things with this. And so I haven't done the pattern review for it. So my set is done. But for the boys, I want, again, to make these tops here. I thought about maybe choosing something different, but my husband is a shirt dress type, or a button front shirt type guy. And so me trying to get him to wear anything other than a button front shirt is going to be near to impossible. So I decided to just stick to this plan and make the boys these 3 shirts because my husband just loves those types of looks. And he rarely wears shorts that I try to make and things of that nature. However, if I can't figure out what to do with the additional fabric for myself to include, you know, myself into the my plans with the boys with this fabric, I might just make the short pattern for my husband and give him like an entire set instead of trying to figure out what to do for myself. So I might just do that there. So those are my plans for the matching sets for the family. I'm part of the pattern hackathon that is hosted by the lovely Chris of Unsocial over on Instagram. And one of the patterns that I decided to hack with the person that I was paired with, her name is Carol. I decided to go with this pattern here, and I decided to make a raglan dress that is inspired by a Zimmerman dress that I saw on the Zimmerman summer website. And this pattern, this fabric here, is perfect for it. It is a cotton lawn that Joanne sells, and they have like a ton of different, you know, cotton lawns that they have right now. Some of them are on clearance, and so they have like this last chance section, and you can actually get a lot of them on sale, and I believe this one was part of that sale. And I am in the process of purchasing a purple one and another pink one. I think I'm going to go with this one though, because I absolutely love it and it is so gorgeous. And so I'm thinking about using that fabric for this pattern here. I'm thinking about using the shade dress pattern by Chalk and Notch for this, or I am going to make it with the beautiful McCall's M80. I think it's either 32 or 36 or something like that. I'll put the pattern here so you can see what it looks like. It has buttons going down the center front, but it's a loop closure for your buttons, and I really like that. So I thought about that, and also for the sleeve, I would do like a flutter sleeve instead of an actual you know, longer sleeve, because I think a flutter sleeve would be more flattering for my figure and also for the summer. So I'm thinking about that. And if I don't use either one of those patterns, I would probably do either a wrap dress or that Butterick pattern that I did a couple years ago that has the ruffle on the bottom of the skirt, and it has buttons going down the center front of the skirt with a flutter sleeve. Again, I'll put it here so you can see what it looks like. So I have some ideas that I want to use for this fabric, and we'll see what I will do. And then lastly, you all know I have been working on this pattern here, and you probably already saw the pattern review for this. I'm doing this video ahead of schedule, so who knows, you may have seen this, but this is the fabric that is sponsored to me by Minerva, and I'm going to be using the Simplicity SM97 shoe for that. So those are all my plans for the month of June, and I'm excited to get them done. And you go ahead and leave me comments in the comment section below and let me know what your plans are and what you intend to do for the month of June. I can't wait to talk to you all in the next video, and until next time, stay creative, my friends. Bye.